Hi there and welcome to this extra vidcast from Explaining History, and today I'm going to talk a little bit to the people out there who might be studying things like history of medicine or the history of the media or the history of warfare, and maybe perhaps are thinking about why this one particular thing, why is it I'm studying this one particular thing? Well, partly it's to do with the school and the syllabus they decide. But there is something that unites all these different histories, these different themes in history. And what that is they're all histories not of medicine, not of warfare, not of the media or anything like that. They're all histories of ideas. And that's the important part about all of this. They're looking at how ideas about medicine and about the body have changed over time. For example, if we're talking about the history of medicine, we could look at the Egyptians, who had very magical ideas about how illnesses were cured and about how the body worked, the Romans, who under people like Galen, for example, who had very almost slightly modern ideas. And the ideas that existed within the Middle Ages really perhaps didn't move forward in the way that they might have done in the other time periods, because they were inherently dominated by religion and religious ideas and scientific ideas about the workings of the body, perhaps a little bit incompatible. So really, when we look at the 19th century, and we see the innovators in things like public health, people such as Chadwick and Pasteur and Semmelweis, and the people who innovated in the art of surgery, men like Joseph Lister, for example. All those people were, in many ways, their own kind. They were scientists and medics, but they were also kind of historians as well, because they were examining the ideas from the recent past. They were examining each other's ideas, and they were examining how these ideas had evolved and how they had changed. So, for example, somebody like Joseph Lister was a reader of the letters of Louis Pasteur. Joseph Lister gained a great deal of insight from the discoveries of Semmelweis and synthesized these ideas. So these ideas actually evolve and move forward and change over time. And the thing that's changing, really, diseases stay the same, by and large. No doctor, but that appears to be the case. And a lot of the technology doesn't seem to really kind of shift throughout most of the time period we're talking about. But it's the ideas, and the ideas principally are: what is the body? What does it do? How does it work? Where does it come from? And there are lots of different answers to that question, either scientific answers or perhaps religious or spiritual ones. And at different time periods in different societies, different ideas have been dominant. And so that's why when we look at the history of medicine or any other of these big thematic histories that we do, we're really looking at the history of ideas. Anyway, I hope that was useful, and I'll have another little snippet for you at some point tomorrow.